Hi, welcome back. This is issue 38 of Build the Back to the Future DeLorean. Now this one looks like it might take a little bit longer because there's some wiring involved. Yeah, we've got a load of wires in this packet and we're going to have to run some wires and all sorts. So grab yourself a cup of tea. But no, without further ado, let's go down and see what's what. Okay, so with this issue we've got 4 lots of wiring. We've got wiring 8, which is red and white. We've got wiring 9, which is blue and white. We've got 12, which is red and yellow, and 19, which is red and blue. Okay, we've also got a plate, like a triangle plate. 4 tabs, which are those little things that we're going to be using to hold the wiring in place in places. 4 clear stickers, like circle there. I think you can see that in the light. No, there's 4 round clear stickers on there. And then we get some KM screws, which we've had once before, and some NM screws. And this is interesting. We've got 4 brackets. Now, I've already had a quick look. This is to prop the car up. But it doesn't tell us to use these at the beginning. This is the last step, to prop the car on these brackets under the chassis. So hopefully that will lift the wheels off the ground and it'll be ideal. So without further ado, we need to use the it says it's going to be more guesswork. See what fits. You can't really see that, but it says there use JM screws, but we haven't been supplied with JM screws. It says we should have had 3 JM screws and 4 KM screws. So they've actually sent us NM. Now if I actually get a KM screw out, JM. So I'm just trying to eye these screws up to see whether they've just put the wrong piece of card in or the wrong screw. Yeah, they've supplied me with the wrong screws. I don't know whether yours is the same. And I've only got 2 spare JM screws, not 3. So I may need to make a phone call, but let's see how we go. I'll see if I can find something that may fit. Or I'm just going to have to make do with 2 for now and put the other screw in when I've got some replacements. So let's have a little look. Right, so I'm just going to move this wiring for the moment. So we're going to be working on this back part here, and then obviously that fits on there like so. And then it's saying using JM screws. I've only got 2, so I'm going to try. As I say, they have sent me the wrong ones. They've sent me NM screws instead of JM, and they are different. So right, saying that, the JM screws I think are too big, so I'm thinking that there is a typo in the magazine and we should be using NM screws. So I'm just going to try one of those and see how that fits. Oh, okay. Right. The NM screws are fine. They fit nicer than those JM screws. So I think what's happened is there's actually been a typo in the magazine and we should be using NM screws in this part rather than the JM, if that makes sense. What a palaver. They like messing their screws up on this build, I tell you. Okay. Well, that's good. That's worked in my favour, but it's not ideal, you know. They should... Surely whoever checks over the magazines when published, you know, before it's published, should spot these errors. They're obviously not doing a very good job. Okay, so after affixing this plate with NM screws, not JM, like what the magazine says, we then move on to wire 12 and 8. So we want wire 12 and 8. "12" being the red and yellow, obviously they're labelled. That was 12. And then we want the blue, no we don't. 8 is red and white. Okay, so even this is not right, because do I go by the pictures or do I go by what it says? It says here wire 8 is blue and red. So the 8 I've got is red and white. And then it says wire 12 should be blue and white, and my 12 is red and yellow. So let me skip forward. And then it says wire 19, which I've got here, is red and white, and I've got red and blue. And then 9 that says red and yellow, and I've got blue and white. But I have just noticed on the black plugs it's got the number written on there as well, 19. So based on that, I'm just going to go by the numbers rather than the colours that the magazine are showing. as we know the magazine is wrong quite a lot. So what we want to do is 12 and 8, okay. Let me just move this for you. So we're working up here. Between this point here, where there's those two screw holes, the wires are going to be fitting through there, but we want 6 to 7 centimeters worth of cable from that point out the back. So if I get my tape measure, so if I measure these at 7 to give us plenty of room, I'd rather do more than under, obviously, but I'm sure we'll be able to move these around anyway. So I've measured 7 centimeters there. So at that point, that will go through the middle of there. And then follow it through these next holes, and then it will fit down. And round. Okay, so sorry I'm blabbering, I'm just concentrating to see what's what. So then I'm using the KM screws and my small screwdriver. So I'm trying to hold this in place. In fact, I might just let that go now. Just check that. About 7 centimeters. Jump on more like 8. Hang on. There we go, 7 centimeters. We're going to put that in there. And then we're going to put one of these plastic Okay, don't worry too much about measuring it at the moment because that isn't even holding the cable in very well. So we'll sort that out in a minute. So we're just going to put one of the plastic tabs across there and secure that into place. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this in. So that's one in. And then we're going to put use another KM screw and a black plastic for the next one. We're going to have to get the tweezers for this part, I think. Because they have supplied them, and I think for probably this sort of reason. Oh, there we go. Now at this point, yeah, see, because it says measure it, but that just moves anyway. So I'm just going to re-measure that. That's about right. And then the picture shows it running down here. Then around here. And across to over here. So what it wants us to do now is use the clear stickers to hold these wires in place. And it wants us to use 2. So it's showing one there. And let me just double check that again. Yeah, that's fine. And then it's also showing another clear sticker along here. It's showing another clear sticker just about there. And then these wires will come over here. So I assume, because we've got the power here as well, I think this area will maybe be where the control board is, possibly, for the lighting. So yeah, that is that part. For now. And then we've got exactly the same with 19 and 9. On the other side here. So again, for now, I'm just going to pop them through any old how and secure that down because it moves anyway. And then we can sort out the length when it comes to sticking those wires down. So there's one. And I've lost my... Oh, there it is, screwdriver. That's one. And then again, another KM screw for the last piece, which I recommend. I'm just going to load the screw. Recommend using a screw, the tweezers for this part, because it's very difficult to get your hands in there. and get that to sit properly. There we go. So that's solid. Just turn the page. So this is the same. My stickers are coming off already. Okay, so from this point again, we need about 7 centimeters. Run the wire down. Around the back here. Sorry, you can't even see that. Let me reposition this so you can get a gist of it. Yeah, down here. It goes over that wire there, where the power comes through. And then we want a sticker. These stickers aren't very sticky, by the way. So when it's more permanent, it might even be worth a bit of hot glue or something to, you know, hold these into place. So it wants a sticker just behind. There. And then again, run this down. And then a sticker just here. Let's hold these wires in place up here. Right, yeah, these stickers aren't very good. You know, they're coming off already in places. So we'll see. So then we should end up with that, with 4 wires at the front there. And then lots of little wires up here. So obviously, if I might not have said, make sure the white ends are out the back, and then you want all the black ends around in this area here. Okay, and then the last step is talking about these. It wants us to put the car up on these. Like so. Alright guys, so that was it for issue 38. Sorry it was a bit long-winded. As I say, don't forget the NM screws are fine for that plate, the triangular plate on step 1. It says in the book JM, but they're too big for the hole, so just as well really. So it is definitely NM screws you need for that triangular part. As for the wiring, those stickers do not hold those cables down, not for me anyway. It keeps popping off, so depending on how the build goes, I might have to use a bit of hot glue just to keep them in place. If they, you know, I don't know whether those stickers are a permanent thing or just for temporarily measures. I don't know till we move on. So take care for now. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you for issue 39. Take care.